closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
So we're just 2.5 weeks out from the competition. So this week's been busy. Monday, Tuesday we're busy. Today I am going to the hospital to get my ankle checked. It's an ongoing issue since a young age. That's why I had to stop playing football. I've been on the waiting list over a year, I think, to go to disappointment today. Then I'm in work till 10:30 at night. Tomorrow me and Sarah are going to the farm to stay for a night away, which is great. And then Saturday I have my 5k inflatable obstacle course, which me and all my clients are going to. So all my personal training clients that come to me, we're going to our first event. It's up in Malahide Castle, so it should be good, a bit of crack. So busy week this week. Only 2 weeks till the competition. My knee is getting better each day, but like I haven't trained all prep my knee because it's obviously I couldn't injure it. But each day is getting better, and I can squat now. I can squat, but not with any weight, just with the barbell. So we have to see how things go. Okay, so to continue on from what I was saying yesterday, I went to the hospital and nothing happened, just what I expected. It is what it is. Just keep working on getting it better in the gym. We're doing proprioceptive work and stuff like that. Regards to the competition, so we're like 2 weeks out. 2.5, 2 weeks. So what you have to do on the day is you have to lift without music. Okay, so I'm going to start training now without using headphones for my heavy lifts anyway. And eventually I'll be training with no headphones at all. My other little plan and little secret tip is today is the last day I'm going to have caffeine, because you get used to caffeine and it doesn't give you as big of a hit anymore when you're drinking it every day. So I'm going to stop drinking it now after today. So on competition day, when I do have it, it's going to give me a bigger hit and hopefully get me more pumped and wired to lift the weights. I just ordered some equipment there off the strength shop. So I got myself some deadlifting socks, because you need them, you have to have them. And I got myself some wrist straps to try them out, so I'll show you those. Me Under Armour shorts, have my socks, my straps, deadlift socks, knee strap for the bandy knee. So that's my equipment I have now. The only thing I'm missing is runners, so you need hard sole runners when you're doing deadlifts. You don't want a big sole on your runner when you're doing deadlifts, because that means the foot of the bar is going to have to travel from the floor up. So, and you want to obviously have a good, strong, stable base. So a nice hard sole runner like Vans or Converse would be ideal. I don't have any. I have an old pair of Converse if I find them, or else I might just buy a pair of Vans. If I'm allowed, I'm going to do it in my socks, because that's what I do in the gym anyway. And I just want to keep everything kind of the same. Training wise, so I was going to do my own plan, and I know a trainer and he's big into his powerlifting. Sorry, I'm just trying to set this phone up here. He's big into his powerlifting, so he said he'd do up a plan for me. He already had one made, so I've been following his plan. So big shout out to Paul. It's a really, really good plan. Nice variety in it. So it's a 4-day plan. I'm training 4 days a week. Obviously, when you're training for a certain sport, you want to be sports specific, okay? So obviously, if I'm training for a powerlifting meet where I have to do a squat, bench and deadlift, I don't want to be doing a bunch of chest flies or overhead tricep extensions or whatever, right? I want to be squatting, I want to be benching, and I want to be deadlifting. I want to make it specific to the day. So with a powerlifting meet, obviously you're prepping to be as strong as you can on that specific day. So therefore you're going to have a taper week and stop training a couple of days out or a week out, depending on the person, before the meet. So you're obviously not fatiguing yourself before you go deadlift your max on the day. You're not going to deadlift your max 2 days before, you know what I mean? You're going to give it 5 days off or whatever it may be. You recover quicker from a bench, so you can bench closer to the competition than if you were to squat. You need a longer time to rest from a squat. Yeah, back to training. So 4 days a week. Obviously I'm doing my squat, bench and deadlift, and I have accessory movements as well, which is rows, pull downs and back extensions and dumbbell chest press. I think are all my accessory movements. Then I have my main movements, which is squat, bench and deadlift, and I have different variations of the squat, bench and deadlift. So the hardest part of a movement in a squat is when you squat down past parallel and you're trying to drive back up through the hole. That's the hardest bit. That's the sticking point where people try to drive back up. So therefore, he incorporated pin squats into my program. So when I squat down, I'm hitting the pins either side of the squat rack, pausing dead, and then trying to drive that weight up off the dead stop. So it's going to get me stronger in that movement. And certain people, when they're squatting down, they end up doing a kind of good morning. Their back goes forward and they're trying to fuck it up with their back. I'm trying to use all my leg drive to get up. So doing the pin squats, when I stop that bar dead, I'm not going to be able to lift it off with my back. I'm going to have to use my legs. So it's going to help people that have that problem. And in saying all of that, in the first week of powerlifting prep, I hurt my knee and haven't squatted since, and it's only starting to get better now. And when I mean better, I can squat the bar with no weight. So we'll see what happens on the day. So that's squats. I think they're the only 2 squats I'm doing, is competition squat and pin squats. In regards to bench, so I'm doing a competition bench where you come down, pause and press. I've never done a competition before, so I'm not sure how long you kind of have to pause before you press. So I'm going to try get a session in with someone that is more familiar with the commands and with the calls, to try just prep my brain for that. So we're doing competition bench, we're doing banded bench. So we're getting a resistance band around the bench. So when I'm pulling it down, I'm fighting against that resistance. When I hit the bottom, I'm trying to drive up through the hole, where the hardest point is when you're coming from a dead stop, when you have no momentum and you're trying to push up, and pushing against those bands. So it's artificially making it harder. So therefore on the day, obviously, I'm hoping to be a lot stronger because I'm not going to have those resistance. The other bench I'm doing is a pin bench as well, so I'm stopping on pins, pause and drive up. So that's going good. Deadlift wise, what are my deadlifts? So I have competition deadlift, and I think it's just pause deadlifts. So when you go to lift the bar, you stop just about an inch off the ground for half a second, 1 second, and then drive up. Again, just making it harder in the sticking point of the movement. So therefore, hopefully I'm going to be stronger on the day. Only have 2 weeks left. I didn't want to bore you with loads and loads of training footage. So that's just me talking through a bit of my training. It's literally just 4 days a week. I'm being specific to what I'm going to be doing on the day. So mainly just squatting, benching and deadlifting. Equipment wise, I ran through a little bit there. You need knee-high socks when you're deadlifting in a competition, because when the bar scrapes your shins, if you bleed on the bar, it's obviously not going to be good. So you need socks, high socks that go up to your knee. You can wear knee straps if you want. I don't generally wear them. I just have one there for my knee that's bad at the minute. Wrist straps is obviously going to keep your wrist nice, strong and straight when you're pressing for your bench. I think that's it. I'm kind of rambling on here. Tonight me and Sarah are going off to the Farnham. If you haven't been to the Farnham before, it's in Cavan. It's an unbelievable hotel, lovely. One of the nicest spas I've been to, and a lovely outdoor pool. So if I can, I'll try to get clips of that later. But now I'm heading off the train, get those gains. So just pick Sarah up. We're at Choice now, gonna get some goodies for the night, heading up to the Farnham. So went into Choice, 1 for 3 or 2 for 4, so I had to get 2. We're only away for 1 night, so we don't need much stuff. And then chocolate for a cup of tea, variety pack. Me and Sarah picked one thing each. Let's see. So this is what Sarah picks. And this is what Daryl picks. 22 grams of protein. We were fat. We got McDonald's. We're almost at the hotel. I have 17% battery left, so I'm trying to save it so I can show you the entrance to it. So we got 153 on the ground floor. Nice big bed. Lots of wardrobe storage. TV. A funky chair. We got a shit view. Nothing out here. We have our stupid robes on, getting ready to go down to the pool. The last time we were here, Sarah stood on these and ripped them clean off my feet, and I had to walk back barefoot, so hopefully it doesn't happen this time. Filling up on our cucumber water. Just back from the pool, and it's happened again, but this time it happened to Sarah, not me. So just checked out. What'd you rate the stay, Sarah?
10.
I think
No. 9. Because there wasn't enough pillows.
it was unreal. It always is. That's why it's our third time going. We've had better stays, but I just think that's because the meal last night. When we went to the restaurant, the first time we went to People's in Cavan, it was gorgeous, really, really nice. In fairness, I did order something different, and it wasn't as nice. But otherwise, it was perfect. Excellent day. On the way home now.